Folks, welcome to the Ring of Honor on HDNet. I'm Mike Hawkwood along with Dave Prazak. And Dave, the ROH world has been rocked with the crowning of a new champion in Austin Aries. And tonight, we could crown a new tag team champion.
It's possible. The American Wolves, Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards, will defend against Tyler Black and Bryan Danielson. And this is a rematch. The last time these two teams met, they went to a 45-minute time limit draw. Tonight, the titles are on the line.
And that should be interesting. That's our main event. Our next event should be a very unique match.
Following contest is a fight without honor. Simply put, there are no rules for this match, and it is scheduled for one fall to a finish. Introducing first, from Grand Rapids, Michigan, weighing 172 pounds, he is representing the Age of the Fall, Jimmy Jacobs.
Jimmy Jacobs sent Mischief and Brody Lee back to the locker room. He doesn't want them at ringside. You gotta wonder what's going through the mind of Jimmy Jacobs.
His opponent, from the edge of sanity, weighing 189 pounds, Delirious!
I don't know what that was dripping out of his mouth, but there it is, the fight is on! They say no rules, nobody's kidding here. Right into the ring, Delirious and Jimmy Jacobs going at it.
You know, Hawk, sometimes when there's this much hatred involved in a rivalry between two competitors here in ROH, the only way to settle it is with a fight without honor. Delirious snaps the throat of Jimmy Jacobs across the top rope.
And the dive onto Jimmy Jacobs. And we might mention Delirious with that red on. He doesn't wear that a whole lot.
It's a different side of the personality of Delirious. Red Poison Delirious. As he brings the fight to Jimmy Jacobs soaring through the ropes.
And they take it outside the ring. I'm not even sure why we have a referee in a fight like this. Fight without honor.
Well, all the referee is there for is to count a 3 count or listen for a submission. If one of these men has had enough, it can't take any more. That's pretty much the only reason for a referee in a fight like this. Anything goes. They can use whatever they get their hands on. Including the barricade. Head first goes Delirious. Taking him on a tour of the ringside area.
And Delirious going into the barriers stung him a little bit. But gets out of the way, and now Jacobs hits it head on. Boy, look at the look in Delirious's eye. He means business. The knee right into the hand of Jimmy Jacobs. And Jacobs is hurt.
Well, Delirious got all of that panic attack, drove the head of Jimmy Jacobs into the steel barricade.
I think Jacobs is having a panic attack.
He's going underneath the ring. Oh, Delirious has got a table.
Motioning some of the fans to get out of the way.
Oh, Jimmy has been busted open hard.
Had to be from the knee right to the forehead. And you saw the blood on Jimmy Jacobs. And now Delirious going to work right where it's pleasing, biting him. You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, the hatred involved. He wants even more blood to flow. Cobra clutch. Going for the Cobra clutch suplex into the table, but Jacobs blocks. And drives Delirious into the ring post.
Now here comes a chair. These two, you know, you say they don't like each other, and that's an understatement.
Delirious, a former member of Jimmy Jacobs' movement, the Age of the Fall, made the decision to break free, go out on his own. Jimmy Jacobs is trying to keep the Age of the Fall together. Perched on the barricade.
inside the ring is still pretty hard.
And not much cushion. Below that is just concrete. And now Jimmy Jacobs. Oh, he drove him head first into that chair.
You can still see the blood on Jimmy Jacobs' face.
It looks to be in his forehead area. Got to wonder if that's going to cloud the vision of Jimmy Jacobs. Down across the back with that chair.
Now he's going to sit Delirious down, and what's he got up next? Oh, he's going on top of the ropes. Here comes a dive.
Only gets two, though. Jimmy Jacobs just soaring off the top. Sends Delirious through that chair, destroying it. But not enough to keep Delirious down for three.
Again, he slams the chair into Delirious. Remember, this is a fight without honor. There are no rules here.
Jimmy Jacobs has been in his fair share of wild brawls here in Ring of Honor, including the I Quit matchup against Austin Aries at the Rising Above pay-per-view, and the recent Take No Prisoners matchup against the Necro Butcher. Here comes Jacobs.
Oh, and he missed. Delirious got out of the chair, and you saw Jacobs fall in it and hurt his knee.
Yeah, that knee came crashing down right on the steel. Referee checking on Jacobs' condition. He is in pain. Delirious has the chair.
Now it's Delirious on top of the ropes with a dive. Slams the chair on Jacobs' head.
Got great elevation and came crashing down on the skull of Jimmy Jacobs with the steel chair.
Throws him back in the ring.
And once again, digging away on the cut.
Each guy trying to destroy the other. Boy, the chair, and look at the face of Jimmy Jacobs.
Oh, the spear from Jacobs. Looked like Delirious was going for another panic attack in the corner, but it's Jacobs locking in. The guillotine choke submission here, the end time.
He's trying to choke the life out of him right here.
Paul Turner trying to hear if he needs to submit. Checking the arm. Has he passed out?
There's the count.
No, still some life left in Delirious. You got to think that took a lot out of the Masked Man.
Yeah, but you know what? With their history, Delirious isn't going to stop. Not now. He's not going to submit.
Oh, Jacobs going into his boot. He's got the spike. The railroad spike.
No, this is too much right here.
Delirious got out of harm's way, and the spike up
right
at the top turnbuckle. Cobra clutch suplex.
And a count of two, near fall, almost three. And there it is in that turnbuckle, the spike.
What if that spike would have connected with the head of Delirious?
It would have been over. We might have had the police in here.
Delirious up top. Could be thinking about shadows over helmet. Again, Jacobs launches that chair.
No, he was thinking about launching the chair.
Yeah, and he did. And I don't think Delirious is thinking about much at this point. Oh, but he is fighting back. Could he suplex Jacobs to the floor here? Through that table.
Jacobs crashes into the table, flying through the ropes.
Looks like he was charging for the spear, but Delirious moved out of the way. And Jacobs across that table. Delirious looking for shadows over hell. Through the table.
There it is. Delirious pins Jimmy Jacobs. This is a moment he has been waiting a long time for.
A fight without honor brought out the violent side of both of these men, and it was shadows over hell, the backsplash through the table that earned Delirious the victory against his former leader, his former stablemate, Jimmy Jacobs here.
Dave, I have never seen anything like that spike in my life. You're talking about somebody's life at stake here with that spike coming at you.
We have seen Jimmy Jacobs on several occasions in the past bloody his opponents, his adversaries, with that spike.
Dave, just thank God he didn't connect with that. What a tragedy that would have been.
Delirious does get his hand raised in victory in this one.
I'll give Delirious credit. He did a great job of fighting back.
And Jimmy Jacobs, a beaten man inside the ring, looking at that spike that he couldn't put to use against Delirious.
And what's he going to do with that spike? Oh, he's going to use it on himself. Are you kidding me? This guy's gone crazy. He has completely lost it. Well, he wanted this so bad.
Jimmy Jacobs has hit the breaking point here. We're really witnessing the self-destruction of Jimmy Jacobs before our very eyes.
I agree with you. He's lost it completely.
I mean, honestly, where does he go from here? He's lost everything.
Well, this match really was do or die for him. He was so confident he was going to win it, and the loss has been absolutely devastating. He's lost it all. Let's go backstage with Kyle Durden.
The two gentlemen standing beside me, Bryan Danielson and Tyler Black. Now, you've both had a rivalry here in Ring of Honor that's gone all over the place. But tonight, you need to put that aside when you go for the tag team gold against the American Wolves. Can you do it?
Yes, we can. And you know what? We've had a rivalry, but there's nothing that says you have to be best friends to be a good tag team. There's nothing that says you have to be best friends to win the tag team titles. But you know, me and Tyler, we've pushed each other to our limits. I've pushed him to his breaking point, and he's pushed me to mine. And tonight, American Wolves, we're going to push you to yours. We already did it once in Toronto when we had that 45-minute draw. And tonight, we're going to win the Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles.
Yeah, Kyle, you asked, and Bryan, you said it. We don't have to be friends. We don't have to be best friends. We don't have to be buddies. All we have to be is allies. And when it comes to Ring of Honor Gold, we have got the same thing in mind, and that is winning. So, Wolves, I've said it once. I'll say it again. When you have those belts, you are no longer the hunters. You are the prey. And tonight, we will take your gold, and we will take your heads.
You heard it right there. The possibility for the tag team titles to change hands. Stay tuned.
Dave, we've had some impressive tag teams here on Ring of Honor on HDNet, including Dark City Fight Club.
John Davis and Corey Chavis. Some impressive double team maneuvers for the tag team division in Ring of Honor.
Speaking of tag teams, let's meet the newest tag team to join Ring of Honor.
This is Nick Jackson, this is Matt Jackson. We are the Young Bucks. If you're looking for a hot, new, fresh, athletic tag team, then baby, you're looking at them. We're here to put a shot of adrenaline straight into the heart of Ring of Honor. And tonight, we're gonna give you fans more bang for your buck.
Their opponents, at a combined weight of 423 pounds, from Los Angeles, California, Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks.
Dave had a chance to talk to these guys before the show tonight. They're excited about being here, excited about being on Ring of Honor. And I think we're going to see two talented young guys from the West Coast.
Fast-paced action, high flyers. The Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, have been tearing it up across the West Coast. Now here in Ring of Honor, taking on Brandon Day and Sal Rinauro in this contest. They go for the double drop kicks and right back to their feet.
One thing about brothers, they know each other very well, and you can tell they have this teamwork act down. Here comes a dive. Very effective.
Let's take another look. Nick Jackson takes flight and wipes out both of their opponents.
It is Nick Jackson in the ring now, tagging with his brother Matt. That's a great tag team maneuver.
I tell you, the tag team division here in ROH is red hot. Everybody wants to wear those World Tag Team title belts. Shinbreaker right there by Rinauro. Turns the tide of the match for the moment. In comes Brandon Day.
Don't forget, Dave, we've got some great tag team action coming up later in our show for the World Tag Team Championship. Tyler Black and Bryan Danielson will go up against the American Wolves. So a little later on, and as you said, there's great tag team action here in Ring of Honor.
A very tag team wrestling heavy edition of ROH on HDNet. Nice clothesline in the corner there by Rinauro. Trying to maintain the upper hand, goes for the cover, but only gets two.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Tearing away at the face right there. Draws a warning from Todd Sinclair.
Oh no, Sal Rinauro. He was a little over the top to me, a little vicious.
Well, they've got to be vicious inside that ring. The Young Bucks have a great reputation coming into ROH competition.
Two brothers who really respect each other. They train together.
And they're two men who have competed worldwide, and
there was no tag there.
oh, but Day and Rinauro set into one another.
There's Day. A big shot at Matt Jackson.
And there's the tag. Nick Jackson knocks Rinauro off the apron.
That's like lightning in a bottle when he comes in the ring. The head right to the gut.
Catches Rinauro. A neckbreaker, backbreaker combination from the Young Bucks.
These guys have a lot of innovation, innovative offense, as you see. Right there with the spin. They talked about more bang for your buck. We're seeing it. And the Young Bucks, very impressive in their debut here on HDNet.
Not only impressive, but they scored the victory in their debut. Planted with the Finley roll, the 450 splash, and the moonsault in combination. It's more bang for your buck. Matt and Nick Jackson have arrived in the tag team division.
Now let's go backstage with our buddy Kyle Durden, who's with somebody who's very European.
Standing alongside me right now, a known associate of the embassy, Claudio Castagnoli. Now, Claudio, you've requested this time, and I hate to say it, I have no idea why.
Zuerst sagt Hallo zu eurem Liebling Claudio Castagnoli. Now to you, Bryan Albright. I've already beaten you twice. How embarrassing for you. But now, I want to embarrass something that you stand for. Something that's way bigger than you. And with 4th of July approaching, I've got this great idea. Hold this. Higher. Higher. Brent, if you want to face me again, you'll have to agree to put your country's honor on the line and face me in a flag match.
Well, Claudio has laid down the challenge, and we'll see Brent Albright coming up next. We told you that in New York, Austin Aries has become the new world champion. Let's take a look at some video of how it happened.
Durden just behind the curtain. History was just made here with Austin Aries becoming the first two-time Ring of Honor World Champion. Austin, you've made history. How does it feel?
You're right, I made history. I did exactly what I've been telling everybody I was going to do for weeks, for months, for years. You see, my whole life, I've excelled at everything I've done. But I was told by my grandmother a long time ago, nobody likes a bragger, Durden. Don't toot your own horn. But you know what? Grandma's dead. So toot, toot. Everybody at home, I would call up your cable providers. I would demand that you get HD Net because ROH has a new world champion. His name's A-Double, and things are about to change.
Now let's go backstage with Kyle Durden, who's with the American Wolves.
I'm standing in between the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, the American Wolves, who tonight have a rematch from an amazing match against Bryan Danielson and Tyler Black.
Tag title classic. That's what they call it. Did you hear about that? Yeah, apparently. You see, it was a war of attrition, where it didn't matter how much you could give, how much you could take, and keep coming. A battle between four of the best athletes walking the world today. Eddie Edwards, Davey Richards, Ringo Starr, and Jesus Christ. Now, Lord knows I'm a God-fearing man, but when it comes to you two, there is no fear, because the second one of you makes a mistake, these wolves are going to devour.
See, Bryan and Tyler, you guys have wrestled all over the country, and every time it's been about respect. Every time I respect your wrestling. I respect your athletic ability. It's amazing. Oh, my God. See, you walk around telling everybody in the back how much you love and respect one another. But tonight's not about you two. It's not about one-on-one. Tonight's about these, the World Tag Team titles. And neither one of you can honestly tell us that you are 100% focused, 100% focused on taking these belts from the Wolves. You see, in ROH, there was a food chain. The Wolves, the American Wolves, are the hunters. And tonight, boys, the hunt is on.
This match is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, being accompanied by Prince Nana from the Dirty Water on Long Island, New York. Weighing 181 pounds, he is representing the Embassy, Dirty Ernie Osiris.
Dave, it looks to me like Ernie Osiris a little reluctant to get in the ring for this match.
No, but he better listen to Prince Nana, the leader of the Embassy, out of Ghana, West Africa.
His opponent from Tulsa, Oklahoma, weighing 246 pounds, Bryan Albright.
Well, you'd have to say Brent Albright definitely the favorite in this match. Ernie Osiris still doesn't look like he wants any piece of Brent at all. He's backed out of the ring.
Well, Brent Albright's mind might be on Claudio Castagnoli here this evening. You know, Albright has been a thorn in the side of the Embassy the past several weeks. He hit the ring on Jimmy Rave with a chair in hand last week, running both Rave and Claudio Castagnoli out to the floor.
But knowing Brent Albright, he takes this one match at a time, which I think is what's got Ernie Osiris real worried.
Hey, Claudio Castagnoli issued the challenge. If Brent wants his hands on him one more time, he's going to have to put his country's honor on the line in a flag match.
I don't think he's even thinking about that at all, Dave. He's not thinking about the flag. He's not thinking about Claudio. He's just thinking about this gross Ernie Osiris.
He is pretty dirty.
Dirty Ernie. Boy, he lifts his arm up, and Brent almost passed out.
Oh, we might get a submission out of Brent Albright. Or a big clothesline.
That's what Ernie was afraid of right there.
Just dumps him on his head with that suplex.
The power of Brent Albright against Ernie Osiris is really a tough matchup for Ernie. He may be a bit overmatched here.
No, without a doubt, there is a big size difference in this contest.
Yeah, it's kind of like Ernie against Deodorant.
He's been against Deodorant for the past several years.
Count of 2 there, a near fall. You can tell by the look in his eye that Brent Albright's not thinking at all about Claudio right now. He got poked in the eye.
Hey, Ernie's got to do whatever it takes, including a pit stop like that. Just driving the face of Albright into his armpit. Well, it gave Ernie the advantage for a couple of seconds there.
But the strength of Brent Albright, you're about to see it.
The air raid crash. Albright all fired up.
Slams him into the turnbuckle. He already had a headache before that started. See a few fleas flying off of Dirty Ernie.
The half Nelson suplex from Brent Albright.
The count of 3, and that didn't take long for Brent Albright, who was totally dominant in this match. And right here, slap the purpose, baby. It's over.
Brent, I don't know if you heard the news, but Claudio Castagnoli has challenged you to a flag match. Your response? You know, Claudio, you say you're very proud to be very European. Well, you know what? I'm very proud too. I'm proud to be an American. I'm proud to be wrestling in the city where my liberties and my freedom was born. I'm proud to be living in the best damn country in the whole world, the USA! Claudio, you have the gall, you have the audacity to challenge my patriotism. Well, you bring your flag. I'm gonna bring the stars and stripes, and your challenge is accepted. Flag match on!
There you heard it. The flag match is on. And Brent Albright representing the red, white, and blue. And for all of us who call ourselves Americans, I can't think of a better guy to do it than Brent Albright.
He will have his hands full with Claudio Castagnoli once again, this time in a flag match.
A special programming note, ROH on HDNet will return in 2 weeks, and it's going to be special. We'll have a 6-man tag match featuring former champion Jerry Lynn, who's going to team up with Eric Stevens and Kenny Omega against the Ring of Honor World Champion Austin Aries, who's teaming with Kenny King and Rhett Titus, and that's when we return in 2 weeks. Now let's get back to the action in the ring. It's main event time.
It is scheduled for 1 fall with television time remaining, and it is for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship. Approaching the ring, one of the challengers from Davenport, Iowa, weighing 222 pounds, Tyler Black. His partner from Aberdeen, Washington, weighing 185 pounds, American Dragon, Bryan Danielson.
These guys have a shot to be World Tag Team Champions tonight. And I think they've got a good shot against the American Wolves.
Are they focused enough to be able to really work together as a unit to take the titles? We're about to find out.
Hey, what's this? We were expecting the American Wolves next.
It's the former Ring of Honor World Champion, Nigel McGuinness.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, he really messed with Jerry Lynn's head. What's he got up his sleeve here now?
Hey, Jerry Lynn's no longer the world champion, and Nigel McGuinness could have been a contributing factor to Jerry Lynn losing his own focus and losing the title, ultimately.
Nigel McGuinness, who's recovering from an injury, really has no business out here tonight. None at all. But he's asked for the microphone.
Now, I couldn't sit in the back there without coming out here and wishing you two good luck. You see, I saw your interview where you said you don't have to be great friends to be great tag team partners. And I hope you believe that's true. Because I do know one thing, that to be even mediocre tag team partners, you have to trust each other. And right now, you don't trust each other one bit. So good luck, because you are gonna need it, fellas.
Boy, how's that for messing with your head?
Accompanied by Shane Hagedorn and Sarah Del Rey, at a combined weight of 421 pounds, they are the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards, the American Wolves.
The American Wolves, not really popular here in this arena. Shane Hagedorn, Sarah Del Rey, on with them.
You know, Hog, I've got to agree with Nigel McGuinness, the comments that he made. Danielson and Black don't trust one another. And this is all about the belts here tonight. Are they really focused on being a unit and taking those titles? They have other goals in mind. They both want to be world champion themselves. Take the title from Austin Aries in the future. Whereas the Wolves are focused on remaining the World Tag Team
I really disagree with you, because as they said, you don't have to be best friends to be a successful tag team. There's supposed to be only one in the ring at a time. It's not about this double teaming two people in the ring at the same time.
Well, here in this match, it is their opportunity to prove that, Hog.
We'll see. I actually think that both Danielson and Black are better wrestlers than either one of the American Wolves.
No, but we've seen that the Wolves are a great unit together, as senior official Todd Sinclair holds the World Tag Team title belts overhead. And earlier in the broadcast, Eddie Edwards made reference to the Tag Title Classic between these two teams, a 45-minute time limit draw in Canada. That DVD is available at ROHWrestling.com. And what a matchup it was, Hog. Just jockeying for position here. Who's going to get the advantage? It looks like Eddie Edwards.
I don't think who has the advantage early in this really matters at all.
Well, they've got television time remaining in this one to go at it and see who is the better team on this night.
It's who can come up strong when they're totally exhausted. And there you see Tyler Black.
He extends the hand to make the tag to American Dragon Bryan Danielson.
Several times, Dave, we have seen Tyler Black, Bryan Danielson battle to the limit here on HDNet. And together, I think they're going to take the American Wolves to the limit right here.
They make great opponents for one another. And we see how they work as a unit, as partners here this evening. Danielson controlling the wrist of Richards. Maneuvers his way into position to deliver a hard kick to the shoulder.
I'll tell you this, the American Wolves seem very confident. You can tell by the look on their face.
Well, hey, they have the championship belts. They don't have to beat Danielson and Black. The challengers have to beat them to take the title belts. Nice drop kick right there from Bryan Danielson. You know, if this one goes to a draw, the American Wolves will retain. And grabbing hold of a chair, Davey Richards needs to keep his cool, and Eddie Edwards trying to calm him down just a little bit.
Shane Hagedorn and Sarah Del Rey trying to keep him calm too, and they think that's an advantage, having those two out there supporting them here. A little trash talking now. Tyler Black once in the ring. Tyler Black, a big fan favorite in Ring of Honor. You hear the crowd chanting his name.
It's Davey Richards grinding away with the side headlock on Tyler Black.
Boy, good move by Richards. Tyler Black responds. Gets a 2 count.
Richards trying to work his way out of this position, able to back Tyler into the corner of the Wolves, and the tag is made.
Eddie Edwards in the ring now for the American Wolves. This chance the Wolves have to win is if they really do work as a unit.
Well, it is their teamwork that earned them the World Tag Team titles. High back body drop right there by Tyler Black.
And the tag is made. Bryan Danielson in the ring. And he goes to work on Eddie Edwards. That came close to being a low blow.
Well, he just took out the legs of Eddie Edwards. Danielson one step ahead on that exchange right there. The strength of the American Wolves is their teamwork. And that comes from the experience of being frequent tag team partners, which is something that Danielson and Black don't have on their side. What an incredible tables match we saw here on HDNet, which is when the Wolves won the World Tag Team titles from Kevin Steen and El Generico. Some fantastic tag team wrestling brought to you each and every week here on HDNet. Danielson turning it up just a little bit, getting aggressive.
Edwards has taken a couple of shots to the chest. Is going to take a couple of more from the foot of Tyler Black.
There's that teamwork right here. Davey Richards with Tyler Black head first into the turnbuckle.
Good evasive move there by Black.
Richards moves out of the way. Well, not out of the way that time.
And that time the foot landed square on his chest. A 2 count.
Tyler keeping control down on the mat with the side headlock, but again, it's Richards back at a standing position.
You know, you look at Danielson and Black, they're making this more like a one-on-one match.
Well, they're trying to keep it one man against the other and minimize the double team work of the American Wolves. That is in the best interest of Danielson and Black. keep one of the Wolves on the ring apron and don't even give them the chance to hit those double teams.
Yeah, you wonder if they're thinking anything about what Nigel McGuinness said. I think not. I think they've put that completely out of their head.
Time will tell. Nigel has a way of messing with the minds of the competitors here in Ring of Honor. He did it while he was world champion. He's doing it now. Danielson thinking about the Mexican surfboard here. If he can stitch in the hold. Richards trying to fight it off and crawl to the ropes.
Boy, and he gets there. He's fortunate.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Referee Todd Sinclair makes Bryan Danielson break off that hold. Now the tag is made for Tyler Black.
The Wolves tag as well. Nice headbutt from Eddie Edwards. Being very methodical here with Tyler Black, just measured him for that elbow strike. What a brutal exchange of chops between these two men.
This is kind of reminiscent of Kenta and Roderick Strong from last week.
Oh, without
all these
a doubt.
chops.
Yeah, they hit each other very hard in that contest. We're seeing the same brutality out of the men in this contest. And now going for that surfboard on Eddie Edwards.
He might get it this time. Didn't get it on Davey Richards before, but now. Now there is teamwork from Black and Danielson.
Yeah, but no tag was made right there. Tyler Black got in the ring without a tag being made. That is illegal teamwork from Danielson and Black.
Yeah, but Dave, don't they have a 5 count?
Well, that is very true, but right now it is Davey Richards working over Danielson in the corner. Danielson nails that elbow strike and a hard kick to the back.
You know, Danielson and Black don't look like these guys aren't good friends and aren't a good team. They're really acting as teammates here in this match.
Thus far in the match, they have had some good teamwork. I'll give you that. But is it enough to win the World Tag Team titles from wrestlers so determined and intense as the American Wolves?
I'll say it again. You put the talent of Danielson and Black against the American Wolves, and Danielson and Black are just better wrestlers.
Well, that's your opinion. They're not a better tag team force, and very painful predicament right here for Davey Richards. As Danielson bridging back for maximum pressure on the hold. And there's Eddie Edwards to break it up.
There was no tag there, Dave. Yeah, but one at all.
Hey, just as you said earlier, Hawk, they've got until 5 to get out of the ring. So that was all legal.
I'm not sure how ethical that was.
Richards sent to the floor by Dragon. There's Eddie Edwards. Put a stop to whatever Bryan had in mind.
Oh, turnabout is fair play as Tyler Black does a little number there on Eddie Edwards. Here comes the high flyer. Danielson. The American Wolves are down and hurt.
Take another look. Bryan Danielson soared through the ropes, caught his leg on the rope just a little bit, did take both of his opponents down, and did get the damage done.
This might be a chance to finish it right here. Oh, what a counter. What a counter as Danielson was flying off the ropes.
Great defense by Davey Richards through the drop kick, kicking the American Dragon out of midair right there.
Well, we could see a change in momentum after that one counter move.
And action on both sides of the ring here. Referee occupied with Tyler Black, making sure that he stays on the apron as Eddie Edwards did the damage on Danielson out on the floor.
Now we're seeing where the inexperience as a team might be hurting Danielson and Black.
I agree with you. They are great singles wrestlers, both Danielson and Black. But you need to have that tag team experience working together to become World Tag Team Champions.
The tag has just been made, and Bryan Danielson kicked in the jaw.
Danielson and Black had a 45-minute opportunity to prove that they could beat Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards in the past, couldn't get the job done. And I don't think that they're going to be able to get the job done here tonight either.
Well, you never know, and was it Yogi Berra said, ain't over till it's over.
Knee right to the midsection of Dragon.
And a kick to the back of the neck.
The champions are in control, and both Sarah Del Rey and Shane Hagedorn very pleased at ringside.
Well, I'm sure they are pleased. And right now, Bryan Danielson in a little bit of trouble. There's a typical Danielson move, showing his agility and what makes him such a good singles wrestler. But then there is the teamwork. You saw Davey Richards kick him in the back, and now the two of them lifting him up.
Dragon lands on his feet, though, and drop kicks both of them down.
He needs to make a tag. He needs to make it right now.
Tyler Black waiting on the apron. Can Danielson get to his corner, though?
Danielson ought to be able to make it over there. Now they've got a hold of his leg. Made the tag. Great effort. Great effort by Danielson.
Both of the Wolves sent to the floor.
Tyler Black flies over the ropes. High fives the crowd, and the American Wolves are down.
Tyler Black wipes out both of the World Tag Team Champions and brings Davey Richards back inside.
This is the best chance that Black and Danielson have had in this match. Flying off the top of the ropes. He got the cover. Whoa, that was close. Oh, they were a split second away from being crowned the new tag team champions.
Close isn't going to win them the belts. Quebrada lands on his feet. Standing shooting star.
And again, a split second away from this being over. And Davey Richards needs to make a tag right now. Oh, Shane Hagedorn, you see him over there? He's loving this.
Davey Richards needs to pull it together. Able to block what Tyler Black had in mind right there. Drove him into the corner. Hard kick from Richards.
You know, what I love about both these guys, American Wolves, is their ability to come back and their teamwork.
We're seeing that right now. Richards off the top, connects. Cover.
Both guys are in the ring. Just two.
Where is Bryan Danielson? He's out.
Sarah Del Rey looking on, and Tyler Black seems to be on his own. You're right, I don't see Bryan Danielson. Where'd he go?
He's down, he's hurt.
There he is, he's back. Tyler Black trying to get the crowd involved in this. Oh my goodness. Hey, there's teamwork on the part of Danielson and Black, and only two.
Not quite
only
enough.
Two.
Not enough to win them the World Tag Team titles, though. Danielson back out to the floor, working over Edwards.
You realize how close they have come to taking this tag team title?
The American Wolf still alive, though.
Danielson was taken out on the floor. Tyler to the top. Can we see the Phoenix Splash? Rolls through. And right there, the Wolves were so close to retaining.
It is definitely anybody's match right now.
The alarm clock. Cover.
This might be it. Only two. Danielson in to save.
Wolves getting on the same page.
Right now, all four wrestlers are in the ring. Tyler Black is down.
Yeah, it's Dragon trying to fight both of his opponents all by himself.
And so far, doing a good job of it.
Dragon screw leg whip sends Edwards to the apron. And here comes Richards.
And Black is back up off the canvas.
All four competitors are down.
We didn't know what we'd see with Black and Danielson, and I think we've seen pretty good teamwork here so far.
We've seen some great wrestling from all four men, and all four are just duking it out inside the ring.
Who's going to be the last team standing? That's the question right now.
Danielson with the triangle choke cinched in on Edwards.
There's the buckle bomb on the part of Tyler Black.
And follows up with the super kick. Cover. Too close to the ropes. Ring positioning. Save the World Tag Team titles. And Danielson telling him to go up top and hit the Phoenix Splash.
Oh, this could be it right here. Black known for that Phoenix Splash. Danielson putting the foot right to the throat.
Whoa, it looks like Danielson took the balance of Tyler Black away from him. He shook that top rope.
While they're arguing, here come the Wolves. That's it. Oh, no. Oh, no. A miscommunication between Bryan Danielson and Tyler Black has cost them the World Championship.
They really couldn't trust one another, just like Nigel McGuinness said before the matchup. Bryan Danielson shook the top rope and Tyler Black got right in his face. It cost him the match and the opportunity to become World Tag Team Champions.
This partnership looks like it's about to explode. I mean, these guys were teammates, and now, Dave, they're going at each other.
I think they make better opponents of one another than tag team partners.
I think that Tyler Black wants to shake hands. Oh, he slapped Bryan Danielson on a handshake. Just reached up and slapped him.
This partnership is over.
You and me.